Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys had a good weekend celebrating the St. Patrick's Day weekend. It's beautiful, it's springtime, and I'm going to cover The Quiet Girl just to wrap up the Irish language films. This film was such a beautiful masterpiece. It was definitely a tearjerker. So, if you guys do go to get a chance to see it, please bring some tissues with you. But the film was really beautifully directed, written, and conveyed, disseminated to us on the screen. It was nominated for the Best International Film in its Oscar category. So congratulations to everyone who worked on this film. But the protagonist, her name is Kate, and she is so beautiful. And I don't mean that, I mean, of course, aesthetically, she's beautiful, but I mean, her character is so multifaceted and layered. This timid, reserved, beautiful young girl is from a family who neglects her. And it really comes out in her character. Her mother and father are just not good parents. Just, I mean, they're not kind to her. They don't speak well of her, about her, or to her. And they sent her away to her mother's cousin and her husband, Sean. They live on a rural farm in Ireland, and they send her away for the summer. And I'm really glad, and I'm sure she is too. And that's basically the plot line and storyline of the film, where she, comes out and really gains a sense of self and worth and well-being. And she comes out of her shell during the summer because she's so surrounded by love of her distant relatives on this farm. It's a beautiful story. And it actually has become the highest grossing Irish language film of all time. So that's a feat in and of itself. But throughout the summer that she spends with Sean and Evelyn, her mother's cousin, she comes out of her shell and she forms an intimate bond with her temporary guardians. So Sean, you know, first he was really like withdrawn, and he comes at her harshly during chore time. And we find out later there's a reason why. Of course, there's a backstory, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's of course a reason why he's so harsh in the beginning and emotionally distant and really withdrawn. And then near the end of the film, of course, it's revealed as to why and what happened. But I love the journey that these characters go on throughout the summer, because both of them are learning to heal through the power of love. And I don't want you guys to think that it's sappy or melodramatic. It's really masterful and subtle, the way that the film plays out when the two characters grow together in their relationship with each other. This film was so touching. I'm just in awe of it still. So after the holidays, the summer, comes to an end, again, an event happens, and that directly affects Kate. And, you know, um, she ends up, of course, going back to her parents. And as soon as they get to the door, I mean, her parents are just, again, really cold and very neglectful. They haven't changed over the summer, unfortunately. If you know anything about dysfunctional families, you know that there's always an undercurrent of cruelty there. And this really hurts her temporary guardians. because they've grown so close to her, to Kate, throughout the summer. And so, her biological father, I mean, as soon as she comes into the house, like he's berating her, you know, he's just finding any excuse to talk down to her and like break her spirit. So her, guardians from the summer, her distant relatives, they're heartbroken just to see Kate being treated so poorly, and they leave. You know what I mean? Like they're gone, Sean and Evelyn. And as soon as Kate realizes, what happens, um, she does something that is pivotal to the movie once again. And I love not only her relationship that blossoms over the summer with Sean, but also with Evelyn, because that's her mother's sister, her mother's cousin. I'm sorry, it's her mother's cousin. And, you know, Evelyn invites Kate to go on a walk with her, right? Here they are, in the woods going for a walk. And Kate's response is, they're going to the well. And she's like, is it a secret? Am I not supposed to tell? And she asks that really timidly. And Evelyn understands what she's saying. And she responds in remarkable calm. She goes, there are no secrets in this house. And if there are secrets in a house, there is shame in that house. And I thought that that was so powerful and so poignant because, again, she's showing Kate that not every family is dysfunctional. Not every family has, cruelty and trauma and just this, again, undercurrent of just, meanful, neglectful, mannerisms. There are families that are filled with loving parents and encouragement, and they want you to grow and become your best self. And that's so important, especially during a child's, formative years, because it really does it sets the pace for the rest of their life and their framework and how they view the world. And again, that line is so powerful. She's like, there are no secrets in this house. And if there are secrets in a house, there is shame in that house. And that is so true because, again, Kate, she was showing signs of trauma, physical signs of trauma, and they show that throughout the movie. There's nothing like explicitly told as to what happened with her biological family that she left, for the summer. It's unspoken. It's left unspoken on purpose, I believe, which is again masterful in the screenwriting. And they left it up to the viewer to decide what the secret might be that happened with Kate's family back at home. But even with the specificities undeclared and unidentified, there is this undeniable shame that's hidden in her questions. And that's due to her drunken and cruel father. So, you know, and because of her father's cruelty and abuse, initially she rejected Sean as a proper father figure. And, she became timid and reserved through her mother's neglect and her father's cruelty. She had been cheated out of any unconditional love that a parent owes their child for bringing them into this world. The child, didn't ask to be here. But ironically, it's through Evelyn and Sean that she's actually being treated for the first time in her life as a proper daughter. And they might not be her birth parents, but by all accounts, they are the parents that she deserves and she needs in her life. And this is just where so many people were sobbing, crying. It's just a beautiful film. I really encourage you all to go see it. It's masterful. And congratulations on their Oscar nomination. It's well deserved. I mean, look at all these. I mean, audience winner across the board. And it's definitely a fan favorite of mine. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a really long time. So please do yourself a favor, you guys. Go see it, go support them, and drop down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of the movie. And as always, I want to hear from you. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Take care of yourselves. Have a great week, and I will talk with you later. Bye.